Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Eventually, the internet will be accessed by PC, television, and wireless devices. I have lots of sources of information about what's going on at the company. I think I have a pretty good pulse on where we are and what people are thinking. I want to express my deepest condolences at the passing of Steve Jobs, one of the founders of our industry and a true visionary. My heart goes out to his family, everyone at Apple, and everyone who has been touched by his work. I'd like to own Microsoft shares until I either give something to charity or I die. Let's face it, the internet was designed for the PC. The internet is not designed for the iPhone. That's why they've got 75,000 applications. They're all trying to make the internet look decent on the iPhone. My children in many dimensions, they're as poorly behaved as many other children, but at least on this dimension, got my kids brainwashed. You don't use Google, and you don't use an iPod. The world is changing, but so is Microsoft. Ultimately, progress is measured sort of through the eyes of users. You get some success, you run into some walls. It's how tenacious you are, how irrepressible, how ultimately optimistic and tenacious you are about it that will determine your success. I don't think anyone has done a tablet product that I see customers wanting. I think these things, social networks, are going to have some legs, and yet there's a faddishness, a faddish nature about anything that basically appeals to younger people. I've got my kids brainwashed. You don't use Google, and you don't use an iPod. It's hard to invent a new thing, and it's just as hard to invent another new thing. The way I do things, I usually always prefer to have a very clear strategy and be very focused. At the same time, to be very rock solid and crisp in execution. You don't need to be a computer scientist to use a Windows phone. I think you do to use an Android phone. I don't really know that anybody's proven that a random collection of people doing their own thing actually creates value. I think it would be absolutely reckless and irresponsible for anyone to try and break up Microsoft. It's always great when you get a lot of people pushing themselves to do better, be better, invent better, better, serve better, lead customers in new directions. Maybe I'm an emblem of an old era, and I have to move on. The stock market has always had its own meter. Sometimes it's ahead of itself, sometimes it's behind itself. A broken watch is right twice a day. This is all about having great leaders who can drive agile innovation and agile decision making. And then you take a look at spaces. There is this great innovation that came out of nowhere. We have the #1 blogging site in the world because of the innovation that's there. I think good ideas are usually better done quickly than slowly. I'm not sure blogs are necessarily the best place to get a pulse on anything. People want to blog for a variety of reasons, and that may or may not be representative. What we've gone through in the last several years has caused some people to question, can we trust Microsoft? Great companies with the way they work first start with great leaders. I like to tell people that all of our products and business will go through 3 phases. There's vision, patience, and execution. I would love to see all open source innovation happen on top of Windows. If the CEO doesn't see the playing field, nobody else can. The team may need to see it too, but the CEO really needs to be able to see the entire competitive space. Linux is a cancer that attaches itself in an intellectual property sense to everything it touches.